Hi you guys, happy Thursday. I hope your Thursday is going well. So I'm going to show you guys the drawing that I'm working on. So I'm working on the zebra drawing, which is a series of the animals and birds that I'm working on. So this is another drawing that goes with the series, and this one too. And then I also have another one, but I can't find it. But anyways, so I'm gonna talk about a little bit about colors. I want to show you guys how I choose my colors for my drawings. So in this drawing, we know the focal point is zebras, right? The zebras are typically black and white, right? But I added gold and gray to just make it pop a little more. And with that being said, we know that with black and white, practically any color goes well with it, just because black and white are the dominant colors, right? When it comes to the other colors. And when you're mixing different colors with black and white, the black and white stands out more. As fun fact about black and white is actually not considered as colors. They're considered as shades. So black is dark shade and white is light shade. I learned that a long time ago and I just remembered it. But anyways, let's get back to the video. So with that being said, in this picture, we have so many different types of leaves, right? Like skinny, wide, long, short. And for the leaves, I'm using different shades of greens. And the different shades of greens, I have 5 different colors, right? These are all different greens that I am using. So dark green, light green, this minty green, and this yellow green combo, and then this light green. And also I sprinkle a little of yellow to mix it around, right? So because the leaves are green, majority of the leaves are green and only green, the other things in the drawing are going to be different color. For example, this in the middle, this circle is blue, right? So I'm using different shades of blues. And the way I choose colors is based on the item that I am focusing on currently, right? So because these leaves right here are green, I'm like, okay, what goes with dark green, light green, and lime green, right? So I do this thing where like I do combinations, right? So dark green, we're gonna do light green, and then we're going to do this yellow green mix because that's the colors that are used in this green, right? So here's my combination for the leaves, right? So with that being said, I'm using like the blues. So this blue, this blue, this blue, and this blue. These are the 4 blues I'm using. And as you can see, there's different combinations of blues that I'm using, just doodling with. And that's how I use my colors. I do this with everything I draw just because I like to pre-plan it a little bit before I put it on the paper. And like for example, like this one is very, very colorful, right? Has a lot of blues, greens, even reds to make it pop a little. But if you look at each section has its own combination. So it's not just like a random color in the section that doesn't go together. Each section has its own combination. Like for example, the reds, they have red and pinks, right? And then sprinkle of orange. And then the blues from dark to light blue, and then with greens from light to dark, and then with yellows, I'm mixing it with oranges, right? So each section of the drawing has a combination. That's how I color and I draw. I go based on the color combination. Like right here, if you see up top, I added black and white with gold, and then right here we're going to add a different color combination because there's some leaves and there's some flowers. In the leaves there's gonna be greens, in the flowers there's gonna be different colors, right? So that's how I go with the color combinations. It works for me. It's a process in its own, but that's why my drawings come out the way they come out because of the color combinations that I create. And with me being obsessed with colors, like my colors have to look the way I want them to look. I love colors. I like the way they look. I just love markers because of how vibrant they are. This one, I don't know which is my favorite yet. This was my favorite. And then I fell in love with this one, Peacock. But now I'm like working on the zebra and I'm like, oh, I might like the zebra. So I don't know yet which one is my favorite, but I think this one is still my favorite. Just because I added a color that I don't typically use a lot, which is pink. And the reason why I added pink, because I'm like, oh, I typically stay away from it. But sometimes as an artist, you want to try something different, something new that you don't typically try and play around with. And I just love the colors. Like, look at the colors. The pink actually brings out all the blues and greens. And if you look in the blue section, there's like dark and light blues. So yeah. Also this one. Here's this one, Peacock. I had to finish the top, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in all my animal drawings, I still add my signature, which is the drip. So in this drawing, there's the drip here, and then the drip on the side, right? And then in this drawing, we've got the pink drip to pull everything together because it's in the middle, right? And then in here, we have the zebra drips, but also right here in the yellow area, we have the drips here. And then also in this area, we're gonna do the same combination of this, but in this area, in this corner, right? It's gonna be yellow, green, oranges, and black. So that's how I do my colors. I just love doing it that way. I know it's a process in itself, but honestly, it works for me. You gotta do what you gotta do to make it work for you. Not everybody's gonna understand why you're doing that. I know I'm creating more work for myself, but at the same time, like, my drawings are coming out the way I want them to come out because I'm taking an extra step of what I'm trying to accomplish. And the goal of this series is to actually get it on products. That is the biggest goal of all with this series. I've been enjoying working on this series. I've been working on this series for about, I don't know, a week or so now. I can't find my other drawing. I gotta find it because I have to find it because I have the peacock, the parrot, the zebra, the I already forgot. I have at least 6 designs in my head. So I need to find the other one so I can continue to work on it and add on to this series. But thank you guys again.